So this is the DS-200 tabulator. This is actually what all the ballots will be fed into and tabulate the results at the end of the night. This is what the machine will look like when you receive it for Tuesday morning. Your first step is to get the keys from the chief inspector and unlock the bottom bin. In the bottom bin, you will have your official ballots and your ballot rack and maybe a few other things depending on how much room we had to get things through. Make sure that you unpack this entire thing before you fire up the machine. These two items here will go over to the ballot table. On election day, if this machine breaks down and you have voters that have to go, this is the auxiliary bin. And the ballots that are fed through the auxiliary bin, you would simply just flip this metal bar down. And then as you can see, there's a flat surface here, so ballots can't go down into the tank. This auxiliary bin allows for about 75 to 100 ballots in the time that it would take me to get to you and start looking at your machine. We'll get the machine back up and running, get whatever jam we have fixed, and then we'll get the ballots out of here. We'll feed them through the machine, we'll balance, and then we'll flip this back up so nobody sneaks their ballot in at the end of the night. Your first step, once you have the machine empty, is to unlock it in the back, take the cord, and plug it in. Most of you have a surge protector that you will plug it in with. You heard the power beep, I hope. If you don't hear a beep for the power, there is a battery pack back here. I'll spin it around so you can see it. There is a battery pack back here, and this needs to be nice and tight right here. The next step is to open the lid. This should be locked down. And the chief inspector will verify that this was sealed with the seal that the city clerk's office said it did. There's no reason to go into this machine when the seal is on it as long as it fires up here. It will take, about 3 minutes, I suppose, to load all of the data that's on the stick back here. This is where your tape comes out. If you run out of tape, you will have to pull this seal off, open this barrel to change the paper. You might experience a ballot jam. You'll need to get this little guy forward right here to be able to slide the unit forward and get the ballot out of the back. So there's a little lock here in the front right corner in order to unlock this bar here. Now see, if this doesn't get locked up, this is the $10,000 unit right here. And this simply slides back and forth. The ballot would be back here. And so you would unload this ballot right here and unjam it. The machine would tell you, hey, we counted this already, or hey, there was a jam and that ballot needs to be counted. So you can see there's a clear window back here. You can see it from the back and you can see it from the side. When you put it back, you just want to make sure that your cord tucks up inside that little window so that we don't have a power issue there. The chief inspector has your code, and I'm going to step in front of the camera to quickly put in the code. As long as you put the code in correctly, it's going to go ahead and load your election data. While that's loading, I'm going to lock this guy back up. So this little guy here has to meet with this piece here. It can be a bit of a challenge, and it can take up to 2 people to get it to go, because you've got to push down and forward to get it to lock back in. Once this comes up, it's going to start a configuration report, and then it will run your 0 tapes. For the purpose of this training, I'm going to cancel the printing and save your tape. It then, as soon as everything prints out and you have your 2 0 tapes, you're going to roll this up. It's going to be quite lengthy. You do not pull this off here, okay? I want you to take a little piece of tape here and here and tape it down so that the 0 tape sticks with the results tape at the end of the night. So you're going to have one really long paper. At the end of this, you're just going to check to make sure that you have the November 5th partisan office election for your wards. This is City Hall 3 and 4, and that your public count is 0. There are no ballots fed into the machine. Once you have that, you hit open poll, and then you're ready to put your ballots in. At the end of the night, you will open this box. You'll take this seal off. You will put it on your inspector statement as a document. You'll take the barrel key, you'll open this, and you'll hit the close polls button one time. It doesn't light up, it doesn't beep, and with this many ballots going into it, it's probably gonna take maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes. Be patient. If you depress close polls once, it will eventually wake up. At the end of the night, after you hit that close polls, it's gonna run your tapes again. And so you'll have 2 0 tapes and 4 results tapes. The 4 result tapes are because there are 2 school referendums, one for Milton, one for Janesville. Then the city clerk gets one, the county clerk gets one. So 4 result tapes. There'll be a modem screen here that will say modem results. You want to hit that as quickly as you can on election night, because that's what the public is waiting for. These results will modem over, will activate a modem and encrypt the information over to the county clerk. Now remember, we still have all the physical ballots. We still have the stick with all the data. We still have all the tapes. So that modem done official result will get certified by everything that we do here. That's just the results that we're going to post so that the media can look at who their winners are. We want to do that as soon as possible so then we can get to our counting and finishing up. So that's the DS-200.